Hello everyone, welcome. Monday morning we are going to make a card. I'm not really sure what the technique in this one is. There's a couple of different ones. So there's a little bit of water, it's not watercoloring, it's a water background technique with some spritzing and sort of mucking around with ink and water and stuff, a little bit of sponging and some stenciling and some die cutting. So there's a few different things going on with this one, so I'm not really sure what the technique is called. Hey Lisa. Hey everyone, if you're coming in, just tell me where you're from, because I assume that most of us are Australians watching, but it'd be interesting to see who else is watching. So just one quick thing before we go, because before I turn the camera around, I'm not going. But don't forget that the blended seasons, I know I keep going on about it, but really it's only available until Friday. Okay, so this is the stamp set. Hey everyone coming in. So this is the stamp set, and of course the dies that go with them. You don't have to purchase it as a bundle. If you like the dies, you can actually get them on their own. The frames here are really super nice. I think I've probably used them the most. Illinois, woo! We've got some people coming from far away. That's great. So don't forget them, and also there's watercolor pencils. Now mine are all packed away. I've lost my rubber band. Mine are all packed away, but I'll show you a card. It was on my Facebook page. I'm going to end up making myself a messy here. This one I did the other day. It's on my Facebook page, and I've just blogged it as well. That went out yesterday. So this one is done with the colored pencils, and I have used colors from both packs. Okay, so you'll definitely want to add the current pack to your collection if you have them already, and they may or may not be in a future publication. We don't know. That's all we've been told. They may be in a future publication. They may not be. Who knows? So I don't really know what that means. But if you love them, grab them. Okay. So let us swing around and get us started on our card. We're going to probably get nice and inky and messy, and I hope I've got everything that I need. So let's swing around and get straight stuck into our card making. I'm going to put my finger over the camera so that while I'm swinging it around, you don't cop everything. Okay, bye. Do some sound effects there. Now I also have to turn my camera around, so I've got to get it right. Okay, so, but this is back to front, so hang on 2 seconds, because I've got to figure out what I did. There we go. Oops, I think we're good. I'll zoom in just a smidge. I think we're good, and I'll just get set up on my iPad so that I can see what you can see. So we are going to be working with, actually there's no stamping at all in today's card, but we're still going to get inky. So we are going to be using a piece of watercolor paper. Right, I'm just bringing myself up. Okay, there we go. I was going to say I think I'm lagging badly, but I'm not. Am I upside down still? I am upside down, aren't I? Hang on a second. I am upside down and that way. There we go. Now I'm right. Yay! I was just thinking, that looks a little bit weird. That's not good. Sorry for all of that. I'm just catching, there's a little bit of a lag between what I'm seeing on my camera and what I'm seeing on my iPad. So sorry for all that flipping. Now the colors that I have used previously, I have done one card in Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay, and then I did another card in Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. But I thought today I'm going to try something a little bit different, because how cool do these 4 colors look together? I think that they are a great color combination, and so I'm going to try and mix them. Okay, crossing fingers that it'll work, because they are blues and purples, and I'm not sure how they're going to mix. So we're going to be using some watercolor paper. You'll need a spritzer. I'm going to use the two light colors, which is Coastal Cabana and Highland Heather. And you will also need a rag, and a heat tool will probably be handy. Okay, let me just shift all my other stuff out of the way so that I don't make a mess. Now underneath me, this little nasty thing here, it looks pretty nasty now, I've had it for quite a few years, is a Teflon sheet. But you can get stuff very, very similar from the barbecue section in the supermarket, and it's just one of those barbecue mats. I think they come in black. I have got one, but it's absolutely massive. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just pop down a little bit of colour, and you don't need a whole lot. It's going to be quite subtle underneath. Okay, so we're going to spritz a little bit of water over that. I hope you guys aren't freezing up on me. Like, I hope I'm not freezing up on you, I should say. Okay, oops, I've splattered it over my card. Okay, and then I'm going to just pop a little bit of water up in that top corner. And I'm just going to, I don't know whether you can see that, but if I move that around, the water sort of is only sticking in that one little area. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on. I'm spraying everything in sight here. Whoops. Okay, so I've got a little bit of water going on. Oh, well, Christina, I hope that it works. Because generally when I do things live, that doesn't work. Okay, so then I'm just going to drip that into my messy area there, and I sort of just want to try and keep it contained in that area, and I'm just going to let it flow, and it's only going to flow where I spritzed the water previously. Well, it's actually spilled out a little bit there. And you know what I've done? I've done my card upside down. It's not it's not the way I wanted it to be. It's on the wrong side. Whoopsie. That's okay. We'll deal with it. I'm just going to set that with my heat tool. So excuse the noise. There's always something that goes wrong with me, isn't there? Wrong side of the cardstock. And I'm just going to dip that in again. And that's just going to pick up a little bit more, and I'll dry that again. So that's going to give me a nice little look. Now this is where I hope I don't run into a mess, because I'm just trying this out, okay? So I just want to wipe all that off. I'm just going to close this ink pad. Okay, so cross fingers this next bit works, okay? Because I'm going to, in my previous cards that you may have seen, I didn't do the full card, I just showed you what it looked like. I didn't do two colours, I just did the one, so I'm hoping that this does not end up mucky. Okay, so now I'm just going to spritz water down in that bottom section there. Good morning, Bev. So, and I'm just going to swish that around a little bit just to get a little bit of extra coverage with my water. Try not to, I'm going to put my thumb there so I know where my cabana is, and I'm going to dip that in and hope that I can get two blends going. Okay, it's probably a little bit too watery for me. I'll just dry that off and see what we look like. Yep. And I will do another dip, but I will try and not get so much water. There we go. Okay, whoop, and now if that would just dry like that, I'd be really happy. Look at all these people coming in from all over the US. There we go, that's done quite. Look at that. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I suppose I could come in and try and blend these two a little bit, but I'm gonna not. Actually, should I or shouldn't I? I don't want to risk the color that it will turn into. I'm thinking that it probably wouldn't be a very nice. Do I try? No, maybe I won't. I'm not going to tempt it. Okay, so that's quite warm still. I'm going to pop my, excuse all my mess. Okay, so next I'm going to bring in, should I bring them in? My Gorgeous Grape and my Bermuda Bay. And I am going to also grab my sponges. Okay, these are the ones, Gorgeous Grape and Bermuda Bay. And I'm also going to grab a stencil. Hey everyone. Now I'm going to use this one here, I think it was. I think that was the one that we were going to try. We were going to do this one over the, oh, where are my other cards? Oh, yes, I think we were going to do this one over the purple. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that there, open up my two ink pads, and I'm going to, oh, I better put that over there. I will make boo-boos. And then lightly, I'm just going to sponge that. See, this is where I can probably get my two blendings going on. I'm just going to dab that on, just so that it's, like, I just want it light. I don't want it to take away from that watercolor effect that we've just done. Okay, and then carefully I'm going to cover myself in ink, switch around, and do the Bermuda Bay down the bottom. Very light. All right, so that's the look that we end up with for that. Let me just clean this off. Okay, get them out of the way. So that panel is pretty much finished now. I can get rid of my ink pads because we are not doing any stamping. Okay, so that's how that's turned out. Not too bad. I like how the colours have blended in together along through there, the two colours when I sponged, so that's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to adhere that to some Whisper White card. I ran out of my snail and I had to use my tear and tape, but I'm actually enjoying using the tear and tape for when I'm using watercolor paper. Sort of feels a little bit, you know how it gets all wrinkled and they do look good together. When I was cutting up, when I had these out, I'll show you. When I had my cardstock out, it was just like, wow, those colors look so cool together. They look really, so I'm going to have to do something with them. And then I thought this morning, oh, I can just use these. See how we go. Okay, so Whisper White, Try not to get dirty, inky. Hello to other people coming in now. All right, this is going to take me a bit. I can't get them off. All right, there we go. Fold that back over. That's the only downside of the tear and tape. Anyone got any clever ideas on how to get this off? Those colours are awesome together. I am going to have another play, I think. Okay, done. Now, I haven't got a dark sheet to put behind me. Hang on a minute. I may have. Sometimes when I'm doing white on white with my grid, I can't see what I'm doing. So to put something dark behind it can actually, oops, oh poop. Oh well. I can trim that later, I guess. Well, no, I can't because I'm actually going to stick my whole card together. Tweezers. Oh, yes. Okay, now am I going to do it that way or am I going to do it that way? Got my card base here. So I'm just using thick Whisper White for my card base. And now I've lost my burn folder. Hey, Miss Leonie. So I can either go that way or I can go that way. Let us not stick anything down yet. Let us see what we're going to do. My thingy keeps freezing at the moment too, Bev. Oh. Only for like a few seconds and then it comes back. But the replay will be fine. Okay, so let me just show you what the rest of the card's going to be like. So I've taken, so we can just work out how we want to do that afterwards. I've taken my Stitched Shapes framelets and I have cut out, I will show you what I did. I stuck these down like this to get my frame. Oops. So layer them up like that and I put a bit of Post-it note over the top there and run that through my Big Shot, and when you do that you end up with a frame and then you end up with, can't find them, you end up with these as well, which you can save and use for something else. And then for the other one, obviously I dropped down one size. I used this one and the next one down. So you could make 3 different shaped frames out of that one. So that's what I did for that. So I say so a lot. I need to stop doing that. I am going to interlock these two together on a bit of an angle and I'm going to glue them together like that. Excuse my non-Stampin' Up stuff. Now, if you turn it over, this is what one of the lovely ladies in my, I was trying to do it a different way and she's like, no, you just do it this way. So I'm going to do it this way. Yes, I am. That's right. I just pop that down. Actually, I don't think that was the way we did it. So just pop your finger on there for a second. I think it was this way actually. Whichever way works for you. I'd see now I've got glue there. Dearie me. Yeah, I love the nested dies. The stitched, what's that? The one, Stitched Seasons framelets. These ones here, they're a different shape. You still get a frame out of them, but they're a slightly different shape. It's not a complete nest like some of them. Glue dots. Yes, that would probably work better. Okay, so which way are we going to do it? I can do it that way. Now I can't remember which way I'm going. So we can do that, or I think it's going to be on this side. I think it's going to be that way. Like that. It's not really how I had, I'm completely all over the place. I'm trying to copy my last card, but I'm completely wrong. I'm going to do it that way. Okay, and I'm going to, which is my back side. So I'm just going to stick that down. Oops. All right. This way, I think. Yes. Now I've just got to work out how to get that down. I think something like that, because I don't want to cover up too much of all my lovely, hang on a minute, I need something. What can I use? I can use all of that. And glue dots would probably be quicker than waiting for my glue pen. My glue pen it's a two-way glue pen. We used to have them, but we don't anymore, and I'm going to sandbox it and ask for them to come back because they are so handy. So it's a different brand. It's the only thing that I use. Well, I shouldn't say that because my little trimmer is also another brand, but they're pretty much the only things that I use that are not Stampin' Up. So because I bought a stack of the Stampin' Up glue pens before they discontinued them, and I've run out of them all. So it's just a two-way glue pen. Okay, I think I've done this about face too. Man, I'm not really with it today. It's Monday, isn't it? That's probably why. Okay. Ooh, I have to show you something. Check this baby out. This is the new pickup tool. Oh, look at the hair. So, stop saying so. You can pick up, because I'm hopeless at picking these little ones up, you can pick them up with this spatula type blade and then stick them down. Check it out. How cool is that? The two-way glue pen, shall I say, it's a close to my heart. Whoops, there you go, just said it. I don't, yeah, so it's another brand, but it's a style, so loads of other people do have a two-way glue pen too. I need two strippy things. Would that lift your, oh yeah, it might actually. Oh, crikeys. Now, this is going to overhang, but I'm just going to cut that off. Gonna cut it off. Yes, that's right. So yes, exactly. Carmel two-way glue pen is, it goes tacky. Tacky. Okay, I need another little strip. So it is a style, but that's the brand I have. But we used to have one. I can't believe they discontinued it. Oh my goodness. And I decided last night at about 10:30 p.m. to paint my nails. Bad time of the night to do that. Alright, just trim that because they don't look the best. Okay, I'm going to stick this down first, and like you'll see, because I've left that, I'll show you how tacky that has gone. Yes, these tools are awesome. I'll show you it again in a minute. Oh, I did use and pick up my thingy. All right. So now you can see that's gone tacky. No. Well, I mean, I just painted these last night, and it just seems to, like, just even the layer of nail polish seems to have ruined my ability to pick things up and take things off of things. Okay, so get this up the right way, and we're just gonna try and get that straight. Trying would be good. Okay. Right. Okay, so this has got the spatula end, and you can unlock this like that. And oh, look, I was just thinking one of them would be handy. I was looking for something. Look at that. Pointy. I'm going to swap that around. And watch me stab myself with it. Check it out. Pointy. Okay, so that's got that end. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. I will show you that in a moment. But it also comes with a stylus, a double-ended stylus. So that blade that I just took out, you can put that in there and use a stylus. And it also comes with an additional nib for the other end. So, oops, I will show you that momentarily. Okay, so I'm going to use my big dimensionals for the next bit. Don't jab yourself. I know. I don't like, when I use watercolour that's warped, I like to use lots of dimensionals. There we go. Oh yeah, yes, Lanny, I get yourself. I get you. Use the pointy bit. Good idea. But I didn't know it was there until just now. Yes, it would be good for parchment work. That was my very first card making that I did, because when I started going to Lincoln Learn, probably, a lot of you hear me talk about Lincoln Learn. When I first started going, when my youngest was just a baby, he was only a few months old, and it was my escape. My first bit of cards making that I did, because I wasn't an instructor then, I was just a student, was parchment. And it was so much fun. It took forever though, but it was great fun. Okay, so there is my card. I actually quite like the two colours. I'll bring the other ones in if you want. Now on my other cards, what I did, actually I'm not finished yet. On my other cards, I used Wink of Stella on the Amazing You, but I'm thinking that using the glossy accents, or the, what is it? It's in the fine tip glue pen now, to go over the top of it and make it all nice and shiny would be quite nice. Okay, so I'm going to use some sequins, and this is where this is going to come in handy. Whoops, okay, so that's got screwed out, so it's got putty in it, but when that fell out and I wound it back in, it's screwed out more than what I want. So I am going to see, this is where my old dentistry skills come in handy. I'm going to pop down some glue, pick up I'm going to use blue ones for down the bottom here, I think. Stick. And then I'm going to pop another one over here. Have a look at that. How easy is that? And then you can just put that down. And then I'll do another one. How many did I do on my other card? A few. Over here. Oh, look at that. Super easy. All right. And then for up the top, because we don't have any purple ones, what I'm going to use is the iridescent ones. Because these iridescent ones seem to pick up, we've had glue in there, they seem to pick up the colour of pinks and purples. And it sort of takes on that, shade. I don't want to cover that bit up. I'll put you down here. such an awesome tool, and it feels really, really comfortable because it's just like a thick pen. It's like a marker. And then when your putty runs out, you just wipe it off and screw out a little bit more. And then when this whole thing runs out, you can take it out and replace it. And it comes with one of these already in your toolkit. That just goes straight on. And but you can purchase the extra nibs, so that is going to be really good. Okay, there's our card done. Hang on, I've got lids everywhere. So there's that card done. I am quite loving the two different colours. Let me bring in the colours that we made, because these were Link and Learn cards. So these were the ones that we did before. So just the plain purple, and you can see the Wink of Stella shining on there. And the bluey green one. Thanks, Leonie! But I do quite like this one. I don't know whether to put Wink of Stella on it or whether to try and make it all glossy. I think I might try and make it glossy. Now, I did get the Happy Birthday Thinlet, and but it was just a little bit too big for that area. You sort of lost a bit of the stuff going on the inside. Maybe put that in there. Love it. Cool. Done. We are done. So again, don't forget, Blended Seasons. If you want it, grab it. And also, don't forget, yes, that one's nice. I like that one the best. Paint Wink of Stella and then put the fine tip glue on top. That's an idea. Could try that. Bonus days also. So every $90 you spend, you get a coupon for $9 to spend in September, which is really handy because the holiday catalogue comes out in September. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now because we're done. And I gotta go and photograph these and put them on my blog for tomorrow. So thanks for joining me, and we will see you again next Monday for another Make a Card Monday. See ya!